Hello, I'm Edgar Kramer from SoundStage Australia, and I'm here with Henrik Sonne from Dynaudio. Henrik is the training manager at Dynaudio, and he has started with Dynaudio about a year and a half ago or so. Hello, Henrik.
Hello, thank you for joining.
Yep, excellent, Henrik. I wanted to start off by asking you what were the motivations behind bringing out a loudspeaker such as the special heritage or heritage special at this stage in Dynaudio's lifespan?
Well, the motivation was that we saw that there was a boom in retro products, and we have a lot of history products. We have a lot of special editions, so we thought we would join that retro, and we also saw that it was a thing for authentic cabinets, authentic sound, and so on, and say, yeah, we should do one too. So that's simple.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the Heritage Special is modelled on the famous Contour 1.3, which was one of my favourite speakers in the 1990s.
Mhm.
So that more or less confirms the significance of that timeless design.
Mhm.
So was there a consumer demand, or was it basically an expression of Dynaudio brand culture that brought about this new speaker?
You could say it was a combination because there's a lot of demand for those old, let's say, heroes. Because we did the Contour, as you said, we had the Special 25, and we have several of those. And we saw with the Special 40 that there for sure was a demand. So one thing was that we could feel the demand. The other thing was this thing about the retro and the heritage products in general. So we thought, let's make a modern version. Let's take the old virtues and put some of the new technology in, or the improvements that we have done. So, and then we will want to make it all in Denmark and made in our own factory. The cabinet is made in our own factory. So it is as authentic and Dynaudio product as it gets.
Sure. And I'm wondering what differentiates the Heritage Special from the Special 40. They're very, very similar in terms of cabinet design, and obviously the driver configuration is exactly the same. What differentiates those two kind of special top products?
Well, actually, we have the SOTAR free tweeter, which we developed for confidence, and it is basically the SOTAR free tweeter where we have taken the old faceplate from the T330 just as a tribute, but behind that faceplate, it's identical tweeter. So in that you have the improvement, and you also have a bit different woofer. The woofer is actually taken from Evidence Platinum, and then we have taken that woofer and fitted a new improved magnet system. So in that way, there's the differences. On top of that, we had chosen to have a very high-end crossover with one-off components in it. And then we made it, the cabinet is made in our factory in Denmark.
Sure.
So,
okay. Yeah. So, and how does the cabinet itself, in the way that it's constructed in terms of bracing and so on, how does that differ from some of the other stand mount speakers in Dynaudio's range, including, even the Contour 1.3 from the 90s?
Well, yeah, when you have a lacquer cabinet, it sounds different than a real wood cabinet, because the lacquer acts as a stiffening pass. That could be good, that can be bad. But this is made of real wood, and then we have put some damping material inside, so you can say that the cabinet has a different sound because it's simply made of a different material.
Sure.
And we tune that to the cabinet. So in terms of technology, it's more that it's a real wooden cabinet that has a different sound that a lacquer cabinet has.
Sure. Okay. And what were the things that you found brought about a unique sound to the Heritage Special in terms of those small changes to the drivers? You mentioned the tweeter was slightly changed in terms of the faceplate, and also the magnet system in the MSP driver was changed. How did you go about first assessing the sound and then changing the crossover, to to accept that?
We had our designers wanted to raise the level basically, and I think the biggest part of raising the level is the tweeter and the crossover. So we just wanted to have what we have in Special 40 just to bring it to a higher level, so to speak. And I think the main part of that is the crossover and the tweeter. So you can say an improved Special 40 that's already very successful. It was more or less the target.
Sure. Okay, so we know that the drivers are slightly different, and there's obviously several improvements there. But I was also wondering how that the new speaker or the Heritage Special, how does that fall in terms of comparing sonically and performance-wise with some of the other upmarket two-way stand mount speakers? I know that you mentioned before there's certainly differences in terms of the cabinet, how it was built compared to the Special 40, for example. Sonically, do they all differ? Are they all an individual performer, and are they voiced in different ways? What do you do there?
Well, in general, in all our new speakers, we try to voice them in a similar way. And you can say with the confidence and contour eye and so on, we have changed the voicing a bit. But it also comes down to the mid-woofer, because the mid-woofer, you can see the MSP cone structure is different, and you can see the magnet system is different. And that's, I think, brings the biggest change in voicing of the speakers. You could say that the Heritage also aims to have a voicing that is more known from the past. So in that way, it is a tribute to what you loved about the Contour or Craft or Special 40. So it's taking some of the voicing from those, making it a trustful Heritage speaker. So you can say it's an improvement of the, let's say, old Dynaudio sound, not that it has changed a lot. Can you see me now? Because
Yes.
you dropped out?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, good. So it's also sound-wise a tribute to the old masters.
Sure. Okay. So was the Heritage Special voiced by one person, or was it a panel, a listening panel that examined the performance of it and then gave feedback, and then things changed along that way, or how was that done?
Well, normally the way we work is we have a lead acoustic engineer, and he does the voicing, and then we have a panel that listens into it, and the PM says this is okay now. By the end of the day, it was one person who did the tuning. And everybody will have different opinion, but it was one guy who made the major tuning, and others approved it.
Sure. Okay. I also wanted to ask you about the fact that it's been a limited edition design, and only 2,500 Heritage Specials will be manufactured. And from the feedback that I've heard, it was a very, very successful design,
Yes.
and it sold very, very quickly. I'm just wondering whether Dynaudio is thinking of doing another limited run, or whether the lessons learned in designing the Heritage Special will lead to a new model which won't be a limited edition, which will have wider distribution, but taking some of those lessons learned from that model.
Well, we are evaluating that, and nothing has been decided, but we certainly see the success. So we are evaluating, should we do something similar again, or should we just continue the line that we have with our confidence and so on. It is fairly new, the Heritage Special, so we're just looking at the feedback from the market and customers and so on. And yeah, I might not rule out there'll be something new, but nothing has been solid yet.
Sure. Okay. And I guess you'll also be assessing whether you'd want to do it in the same sort of design language of the traditional, going back to the traditional look of the 1.3.
Yeah, but there's market trends, and we just tapped in to see how do we fit into that market trend, and what we see so far from the Heritage Special, it fitted quite well to the market trend. Yeah.
Terrific. Okay, Henrik, that's basically all I wanted to know at this stage, and the review will be coming out very soon, and I look forward to talking to you again. Thank you.
You're welcome.